Nagging. Is there anything positive about this? Some people use it as a tool to get what they want, some to correct, and for some, is a sign of love and concern because you care less of your partner if you don't bother what's wrong she does. On the contrary, now who nagging help? This is the very act you should avoid in every relationship, especially in marriage, because it creates a bad image of your person. Your partner gets to know you in totality because when you nag, you say a whole lot of things, which she weighs, waiting for the right time to place you on a scale and tells you your worth. The big question there is, why do people nag? Is there any effect? Do we actually have solutions to nagging? Alright, let's consider hidden bitterness and revenge as a cause. A woman who has not totally forgiven her husband of a particular wrong or action he did in the past could intermittently brings it up and nags over it. She may say she has forgiven, but deep down inside her, she hasn't, and this could lead to nagging. Men in this regard could only nag if you must have pushed them to the wall and perhaps bring out the beast in them. You are hurting yourself the more if you keep bringing past wrongs or even pushing a man to the wall. If your partner asks for forgiveness, forgive completely and let go. Be open-minded. Many women become nags after childbirth due to unnecessary pressure which could come from in-laws, visitors, or even their husbands. Especially if she doesn't get adequate hands that could help her out with domestic chores. Worse still, some cultures might demand she cooks and takes care of her in-laws that visits, irrespective of her health condition after the delivery. This could cause increase in her blood pressure, turn her to a nag, or even make her become unnecessarily aggressive and angry, and in worst cases, withdrawn. Allow her to gradually step back into domestic chores. Her husband could help her out, Go to markets, cook, clean, wash, bathe the older children if they have. This doesn't make you less a man. Perfectionist. Ozunwa beke. Arekwa himreme ahao. Saint hygienists, always looking out for things that are not properly done. They find fault where there is none. They see something wrong with virtually everything you do. You wash the plates, they complain. You sweep, wahala. You cook, they must point out fault. You can't wash their clothes to their satisfaction. Men are mostly guilty of this. Once you drive in your car, vroom, everyone's heart goes vroom. Bianwokim, agabafuru gabafuru. Iwamadi your horses. Ogunde thunder. At your presence, everyone trembles. Your children hide under the bed. Your wife can't sit on that couch anymore. There is always a comma in whatsoever anyone does. You can't be satisfied. You are scaring her, making her uncomfortable. She could be withdrawn and in worst cases, depressed. Solution: DIY. Do it yourself. Do it yourself so as to avoid blaming yourself or finding fault in what you have done. When a partner begins to nag, especially over those things the other party has been doing since the inception of the marriage, then something is definitely wrong somewhere. Why the loss of interest and love? Could it be infidelity? Or that she has lost that figure 8 shape due to childbirth? Or what? Many use it as a tool to walk away from a relationship they have lost interest in. In a situation where a woman misplaces her priority, against her husband's plans as he plan or invest more on more profitable things, some women in this situation could nag. Some could also become impatient and nag if their demands are not forthcoming. Some men in this regard could also nag if they are not getting adequate attention from their spouses. You may achieve that priority of yours, but against or at the expense of more profitable thing to be done in the family. And this has a way of, setting back, especially the financial progress of the family. Insecurity has a way of affecting families too. When you have this inferiority complex, this low self-esteem in a relationship, the possibility of you nagging is there. Some cultures and upbringing can also cause nagging in some homes. Due to the background of some people, they may not know the appropriateness in words and timing. They may not know how to present issues or how to address it. They may not necessarily mean any harm, but the way they say it, becomes offensive to their partner. Our different cultures, backgrounds, and experiences have a way of shaping us how we address issues, the way we see things, and things we place importance to. In a situation like this, be more patient and tolerant. Correct in love rather than making her see or feel that your background is better and superior. Unhealthy competition, unnecessary comparison can also cause nagging in some homes. When you start comparing your family with that of your friends, relatives, neighbors, colleagues, you are bound to complain. You are bound to nag. Refusal to accept blames or faults, wrongs, power tussle. You want everyone to know that I'm in charge. For the men, it's worst if she is jobless. And for the women, in most cases, when you become the breadwinner of the family. There is nothing she does that pleases her. She is always shouting, nagging, commanding people around. Why did you keep this cup here? I've told you not to be doing this. You can't make use of your brain. Hey, you nag and complain at everything because you want to exercise authority. Now, wow, even Baba God, when they give us life, never nag us rich like this. Oh. Try to handle issues as they come. Don't transfer aggression, bitterness, disappointment, or even pressure from work to your partner. Live one day at a time. If things work out well, be grateful. If they don't, face it squarely and don't blame it on your partner. Try to handle situations so as not to nag and make everyone around you uncomfortable. On a more serious note, you don't have any reason to nag. Lie. Don't blame it on anybody, your circle, hormone, monopause, or even your village people. There should be limit to everything. Have a healthy conversation with your partner if you feel things are awkward. Don't go nagging people, scaring people, making yourself a demigod. In some situations, when you nag, people become more obstinate because they see it that you have no regard, no respect for them. Because if you do, you would neither nag nor shout at them, making them look so stupid, so worthless, so useless. Sort out issues amicably. Candid advice.